Hey, everybody. I'm your average guy. Oh, this is Average Guy Opinions, and I'm your average guy, John Corelli. I know I've messed up my intro many times in the past, but I'm trying to get consistent. Let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that can be. Let's talk about sex. No, I'm not going to talk about sex. I'm going to talk about a result of sex, though parenting. um, there are. Can anyone do it perfectly? No. There's no perfect kid out there. I think you just got to take your pluses and minuses and just hope you raised a decent person. I like to think I've done that, but this morning I got a little disappointed. It's a beautiful day. I'm sure you can see that behind me. A little windy, but it's perfect. This is perfect for me. And this is like upper 60s, lower 70s. It's tomorrow's Halloween. The leaves, as you can see, the trees are starting to get pretty bare, and it's beautiful, and I love it. And so I wanted to go out and do something today, and both my kids were like, "Nope," and I got upset, because I wanted to do something. So I went out for like a 4 mile walk. I just walked from here all around the neighborhood, and I thought about it, and I was just try. Here's my thing about parenting, and a lot of people have different parenting styles. I have never tried to force anything. We try stuff, and like Dante was really into swimming, and that letting him swim as much as he wanted to, as much as we could get him to swim, whether it was on a rec league team. He even swam on his high school team. He didn't swim competitively, but he just hung out in the diving pool and floated there the entire meet, because that's how much this kid loved water from age day one until about maybe 3 or 4 years ago. After high school, he doesn't really care about it as much. When we go to the lake, he does stay in the water a lot, so I know he still likes it. But I've offered to take him to a pool or even get a one of his benefits would probably be to get a free membership at a rec center or a gym, and so he could access a pool there. But he doesn't want to anymore. And same with Logan. Logan really doesn't want to seem to do outdoor stuff anymore, and it hurts my heart, really. But I also look at the entire person and what that each of these young people is. Dante is a man. Dante is a man with a disability, but he's a man. Logan is a young man, a young they. Is what Logan really is, looking to transition to be a woman eventually. That's the latest. Like I say, life can throw you all kinds of curveballs, and we don't know where curveballs, as I say, not curveballs, curves balls. That's how it goes when you don't rehearse. But that's okay. That's what these are. These are opinions without rehearsal. So hopefully you get, if nothing else, you're getting what was really in my mind for these 10 minutes. But yeah, so I was like, okay, fine. And I was a little upset. I said, it'd be nice if you just guys wanted to do this stuff, but I guess you guys don't want to do this anymore. I think COVID may have killed it a little bit for us. We haven't gone camping in 2 or 3 years, which really sucks. Logan, this hits Logan pretty hard, because I think with his OCD and his anxieties, he's really, this pandemic has him freaked out because people haven't handled it seriously. And so he's scared to go places. He doesn't want to contract it, even though he has the virus. He has the vaccine, and most of the people in his life have the vaccine. But he goes to school. He knows a lot of those kids aren't vaccinated. They wear their masks around their chin like idiots. And so, yeah, he's frustrated, and he doesn't really. And now it's kind of caused him to go into this shell, which really sucks. But he also has a lot of things that my generation didn't have. So I got to I don't know, I would say come to terms with it, but I need to have a better understanding of that. These kids don't really need the outdoors the way we did. I think it's healthy to get out. It's good for you. But on the other hand, do you really need to socialize by going out and doing stuff? No, not like our generation did, not like our parents' generation did. My son, or I should say Logan, is often on what they call Discord, which is basically, it's like a big chat room. You can invite all your friends, whoever you want or don't want, and he does a lot of that. He has classmates in a class they call effective ed, which are a lot of these kids have some sort of learning disorder or disability, or an issue like Logan's, like anxiety and stuff, or they have a lot of these kids are foster kids and have some of those issues. And they have classrooms for this now, and he's in one of those classrooms, and a lot of those kids get together and talk privately. And they also talk, they try to open up around their teacher, but they also open up to each other, which is great. And so, you know, as much as I would like them to get outdoors, especially on a day like today, and tomorrow it's going to go in the crapper. We're going to drop like 30 degrees. The high is supposed to be 45, it's supposed to be cloudy, possible rain, possible snow, which is great. We need it. But it makes you appreciate these days even more, because it's probably the last close to 70-degree day of the year, and maybe not until February or March, you know. So it just bummed me out a little bit that they didn't want to do it. But like I said, these guys have other options. They're on their computer a lot, probably more than I care for. But here's the other thing about parenting. If you didn't get it done by probably 10, 12 years old, you probably aren't going to get it done. That's how I feel about it. Like, kid just turned 17. He has his mind made up on what he wants to be, where he wants to go, what he wants to do, and how he wants to live his life. And frankly, I don't see me changing that a lot at this point. I do tell him, though, I am a realist with him. I say, hey, you know, there may be consequences from you not living an active lifestyle, like obesity, health issues. I'm gonna be real with him about that, and I have been real with him about that. I try not to do it right when he rejects me, love. I don't try to react emotionally and go, hey, you're gonna have these issues if you don't go out with me right now. I don't want to force him to do things he doesn't want to do. But I am gonna say later today, I'm gonna say, hey, we could have gone out. You didn't want to go out, but here are some issues. If you don't at least have an active, it doesn't even have to be outdoor, but an active lifestyle. There's more to life than sitting and doing what you're doing. But having said that, once again, I go back to where I was a minute ago by saying there are a lot of options on the internet that you can do. There are good options and bad options. I will say this is a part of my parenting. I think I've raised a kid who mostly does good options. He budgets his money. That's a big deal. He worked his ass off at Lakeside this year and was able to afford a laptop at the end of the year. That's a big deal. You know, and and he knows where he wants to go with his career. He wants to be a graphic artist and possibly a game designer, and he's been working on that already a few years. Already getting better at art and getting better at learning not so much coding, but other parts of, you know, other applications on software that will help him be a better game designer. So when it comes to that, I'm really happy with him. I'm also happy with the human being he is. He's a good person. He cares about how other people think and how they feel. He's a little quiet and introverted, but you know, there's the beauty of the internet too. You can totally be a regular like introvert and be really weird and quiet at school like he is, but you can go to the internet and find all kinds of friends like you, and you can be as extroverted as you want. So that's a nice thing, and he does that with his friends. They're hilarious. They do a thing called it's called Jackbox, which is a horribly named thing, but it's an online game, and I've sometimes played with them. I'm the only adult who plays, because he invites me and his friends are cool with me because I'm the cool parent. But they're just different games you play online, like games where you it's like called Truth and Lie, I think it is, and it just asks you a question like like a trivia question that no one knows, like Mel Gibson's third wife sued him for this, and then, you know, the real answer's in there, and then the rest of you got to throw out a fake answer to try to fake out the other guy. It's a lot of fun. So yeah, I get to do that with those guys. Logan gets to and we're on microphone, and we can hear them, they can hear us, so you're actually talking. It's not all just online stuff. It's not all typed out. So, you know, there are a lot of good things, and like I said, as many mistakes as I've made with these boys, I am really happy with the human beings they are turning out to be. As one, like I said, is already an adult, and the other is basically an adult. 17, like I say, you're probably not going to change a lot. You might, but I don't think he needs to, honestly. Like I say, I wish they would go outside more. They don't. I'm going to keep hammering at them too. That's part of being a parent, and showing my way of showing love is that I want you to be healthy. And so I'm gonna, every time I go outside, I go, you want to go out? And I know probably almost every time they're gonna say, not really. And I'm like, all right, see ya. I'll go walk around the block. I'll smell the dead apples. I'll watch the leaves fall off the trees. I'll enjoy the birds. I'll dodge the cars and try to make the most out of the years I got left. And that's the way I like to do it. But who am I to say that they're doing it wrong? I'm not, you know, and I don't want to be one of those guys in my generation. Okay, so what? And I know that's something I referred to a few videos ago about I don't want to be that guy that bitches about the younger generation, unless it's on a comedy stage, and then it's kind of fun. But here with my kids, I don't do it. I think I've put in the work. I think I've put in the time, and I think I've got decent human beings at the other end of it, even if they're not perfect. So there you go. I know you're all trying to be good parents or have been good parents. So thank you for your efforts, and I've tried to do my best. All right, see you guys later. Have a great whatever you're having. Hopefully the weather is nice by you. Bye.